Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be meeting up with one of my friends, Jason Wingate, and I'm going to go with him to the Disney animation exhibit that's currently on at the Brisbane Museum. So Jason is a really big Disney fan, and he's been wanting to go to like Disneyland for a while now, but he just hasn't been able to. So I feel like that this is really the only real next big step to that. I mean, there's no Disney parks in Australia. There's really not that much in Australia that's really devoted to Disney, any real places, except for really this that's cropped up in the last couple of months at the Brisbane Museum. So I'm interested to see what surprises this exhibit might hold. And if I'm able to, hopefully I'll be able to record some of the stuff that's inside the exhibit. So if you're interested, come along with me and we'll see what's inside. Okay, so I'm currently at Southbank Parklands waiting for Jason Wingate to arrive. He's currently on the bus now and he should be about maybe 20 minutes away. So while I wait, I'm just going to sit in front of the pool and just relax for a bit.
Yeah, we'll go to the really deep part.
Here's a little bit of history of the place, all the way back through the 20th century, then recent history, XYA, opening South Bank Convention Centre, and all the way up to today. And there's the big plaque celebrating 25th anniversary of XYA, which was 2013. Stanley Street, where the markets get put up every Friday, I think. I'm at GYG's and Jason has arrived.
Hello.
Hey, so we're going to go to the Disney exhibit today.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, it's not quite Disneyland, but it's the closest thing. So yeah.
Closest thing we have in Australia is Disneyland.
Yeah, pretty much at the moment.
Just
yeah.
they ruined Dreamworld.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this one is supposed to follow.
Yeah.
Yes. I wonder if they'll show the multiplane camera in here.
Multiplane camera.
Multiplane camera is the camera that Walt Disney invented to get. You know how when you watch the Disney films and cartoons, you get that three-dimensional feel in the picture, in the background? That was done by what they call the multiplane camera.
Okay.
So they had like the sky in the background, the first layer, and they've got like the sun and the moon, the second, mountains and stuff in the third layer. It's kind of like using Facebook. You know how you use layers on Facebook?
Yeah.
But instead they were using a machine.
Yeah. So it's like layers on Photoshop, but before computers.
Before computers, exactly.
Yeah. Cool.
Here's the very first cartoon with sound, Steamboat Willie. It was Walt Disney who invented cartoons with synchronized sound, and it was actually Walt Disney doing the voice of Mickey himself.
Okay, cool. Nice. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the film that made Walt Disney filthy rich. Yeah. This was like the film that started the Disney empire.
Yeah.
Before then, he was popular, but this is what made him.
Yeah,
So,
this
yeah.
is what made him big. This is what grew the company. The studios in Burbank, Snow White, the gross, the profits that were generated from Snow White funded the studios in Burbank.
Wow. Nice.
You did not know that. Hey guys, just one thing to know. When this was made, there was no such thing as computers, no such thing as CGI. This was all done handmade, all done by hand.
Yeah, it's super impressive. That's for sure for the late 30s.
Yes.
No one ever saw something like this before.
No, exactly. Fantasia.
Yeah.
His most ambitious, I think he made Fantasia after Snow White.
Okay.
And it was his biggest ambitious project at the time.
I see.
Oh, that's right. It was Fantasia that invented surround sound.
Really?
Yes, because he wanted to build like a sound system that will have all the instruments coming in different angles.
Yeah, but they didn't use surround sound until the 90s for cinemas.
Yeah, they started experimenting with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it inspired it actually. It inspired surround sound.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah.
I know it has something to do with surround sound. I know that.
Okay.
This is a multi-plane camera here. So they put cells in these different layers here, and what they do is here's a model.
Don't touch it.
A sketch of it. What they did is say they wanted the trees to move or the mountains to move. They'll put the cell in say D, for example, and they'll lift the pen up and down or sideways
Okay,
to make
sure.
it look like it was moving.
Okay, awesome.
Again, guys, Walt Disney invented this device, the multi-plane camera.
Yeah, it's first system that used layers for an animation. Yeah, very inventive.
And over here, you can see the effect of Pinocchio.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Pinocchio is the first movie they shot with the multi-plane camera.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Actually, no, it wasn't. It was The Old Windmill.
Okay.
A shot called The Old Windmill. That was the first film
Okay.
they shot, but they used what they learnt through that film and shot Pinocchio.
Cool. Bit of a pan shot. So yeah, that's how it works.
Here's a rough animation of Lady and the Tramp, and this is the finished product.
Okay. Cool. Man, it looks like something that could have been done today. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So this is a rough sketch, a rough animation of Lady and the Tramp. And what they did is they would copy cell by cell in what they call the ink and paint department, and this is the end result.
Nice.
Again, hand drawn, hand painted, no computer technology whatsoever.
Wow.
See, I think this was Walt's idea too, to he typically wanted that medieval
Mm-hmm.
painting kind of look.
Yeah.
I think this is Walt's idea.
All right. Got like the square trees here, and everything kind of looks really vertical, really
Wait,
stylized.
that's Maleficent's castle, I think.
Oh, really?
I think.
There's
Oh
another
no,
one.
I think that. I don't know. I think that's all the thorn. bullshit.
There's another one over here.
Yeah.
Nice. Wonder how they're able to track these down. Queensland Museum.
Oh, they've got an arcade library in the main studio building.
Okay.
Yeah, they would have kept. See, when was Alice in Wonderland made?
It says it right there, 51.
1951. So
Yeah.
yeah. 1951. So since 1951, this would have been kept away in the arcade library.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Yep.
This is what they would have called a. It says here it's a concept art. So this would have been the artist experimenting with the scene where she goes down the rabbit hole. And at first they came up with the idea of her going down see how she's going down the bar, down the stairs here. They would have come up with that idea.
Okay.
And I don't know, Walt probably felt it would be better to do it another way.
Okay.
I don't know what to say about this one, but I wonder if this was a part of the research.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, because you can see how they made these models and they're experimenting
Yeah.
with the camera and everything.
I think it says here, creating an animated film requires the called a maquette. This production on the car maquettes was created by attaching a sheet of paper to a wooden metal. Maybe they were like, maybe they filmed like this 3D paper model separately.
Yeah.
So it looked more 3D when they were photographing it for the movie. But that's my,
Okay.
yeah, like rotoscoping.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I do know in the earlier days, like when they did movies like Sleeping Beauty and Snow White, they used to hire actors to like dance around in a spot, and that way the animators were able to research and get an idea of how bodies move, how hands move, how fingers move, and all that kind of.
Okay.
There's so much research, so much work put into it. It wasn't just simple as drawing a picture and putting a few pictures.
Yeah.
A lot of work went into it, and that's why Disney films are so realistic.
I see. Okay. Let's take a look.
How they use models and stuff.
Got some concept art for the Jungle Book here. Very green, very tropical.
Did you know that Jungle Book was the last film Walt Disney worked on? It wasn't even finished when he died.
Yeah, and Pirates of the Caribbean was the last ride he worked on.
That's right.
Yeah. I actually know much about this scene. This was like the first Disney scene that used computers as a background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first computer-generated background.
Yeah.
Scene.
Rising in the east, tailors of this time, soldiers of
Disney's most successful animated film in its time, in the 90s, is The Lion King. Did you know that it's based on Macbeth?
Yes.
Yeah. And there was another one that was based on.
I think it was actually based off Hamlet.
Oh, Hamlet, that's right.
Yeah.
It was Hamlet.
Yeah.
To be or not to be, that's
Yeah.
the question. So
I remember
the
being-
scene where
yeah.
he's talking to his father's ghost in the
Yeah.
sky, that was based on the to be or not to be.
Yeah. Actually, when I was a kid, I had no idea what this was based off until I learnt about it in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the final battle over there.
Lion King.
Yeah. Yeah.
When they first started working on The Lion King, they actually were thinking about just doing an animated nature film. But then they decided to, think about doing a musical kind of approach, like all the traditional films. And I think it was Tim Rice that they approached, and
Yes.
they asked, could we make this into a musical? And Tim said, oh, you can make anything into a musical.
Wow.
So that's...
That's
Okay, so this isn't real. I actually thought it was made out of real candy and whatnot, but it's actually made out of cardboard and paper.
Okay.
Oh yeah, cereal, candies, cookies. Yes,
yeah,
it is
well,
real. Yeah.
well, the movie wasn't real. It was all done on computers. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is the era where sorry to say, I kind of cringe a bit.
Yeah.
Computer technology. I prefer the more traditional,
Yeah.
handwritten style, hand-drawn style.
I mean, I did. I was a teenager in the early 2010s. I did grow up with. I wouldn't say grow up, but I did see this movie in the theater. It did have a bit of an impression on me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did wish that during that period there were more 2D Disney animated films
Yeah.
because it's all dominated by 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it works for Wreck-It Ralph, I suppose, because Wreck-It Ralph is technically a computer game.
Yeah.
So it does work for Wreck-It Ralph, but
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of when I think of a Disney film, I think of like a storybook coming to life. So
Yeah.
just think of it as like an illustration coming to life.
Yeah.
As a film,
Uh-huh.
you know, that's the way I've always.
Okay. Yeah.
Frozen is actually one of my favorite modern Disney films. I mean, yes, it's done on computer, and like I said before, I cringe at the whole computer
Yeah.
style. But story-wise, it's actually a really good film.
Yeah.
I love the music.
Yeah.
I like the story behind it.
What about Frozen 2?
Yeah, Frozen 2 was pretty good too.
Okay.
Frozen 2,
Do you think they'll make a third one?
Probably. It's obvious that they still do the hand-drawn concept art with just by looking at these old cells. So yeah, it's interesting to see how they go from paper to computer.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Okay, so now we have made it to Disney's most recent animated film, Encanto, which came out last year. Now, I actually really liked this movie. It was such a very refreshing take on Disney animation. Very colourful. I wasn't immediately a fan of how it was all centered around the house, but the house is so interesting and so expressive. I mean, like the floor tiles, the windows, the doors move to like express itself, and I thought that was very inventive. The characters were funny, the songs were good. Overall, it's just a really good film.
I just recently saw it on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if I would like it or not, but I actually really enjoyed it. Fun fact guys, there's actually rumours going around. You know the old Tarzan's treehouse, which used to be the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse at Disneyland. There's rumours that they're turning that into an Enchanto tree.
Nice. Last thing, a sneak peek from the upcoming movie Strange World. Now this looks like this could be pretty interesting. It's very alien, it's very otherworldly. I think it might be like a sci-fi-ish fantasy film. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. So yeah, we'll see how it turns out when it comes out.
I guess it's not hard to tell that I'm a massive Disney fan by the years that I just purchased here from the gift shop. So yeah, that was a really interesting experience. It's good to see, you know, all the different concept arts and all the you know equipment and stuff that they used from back in the early days to modern times. Yeah, I myself, you know, to me, Walt Disney is actually a role model when it comes to filmmaking and
creativity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Creativity and even, you know, building my business and whatnot. I get a lot of inspiration from Walt himself. So, yeah, shout out to Walt Disney and his family. And if any of these families watching this, thank you for all the inspiration that Walt has given us over the years and over the decades. And yeah, just sending love to you all.
So we this way. So we've just exited the Disney exhibit. Now we're just downstairs at one of the regular.
Oh, you want me? You want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out your shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't know that much about this topic, but it's just I think it's about the coral reef, I think, or I'm not entirely sure what this is about, but they've got like seashells and they've got it's like archaeology and they're digging up old shells from underground.
From what I can see, it's probably a display of you know those indigenous people that live up north, that live on the islands up north.
Yeah.
Torres Strait.
Yeah, Torres Strait Islanders.
Torres Strait Island. I think it's more like an exhibit for that.
Okay.
From what I can see, like you can see like a lot of the artifacts over here. That's very typical of
Yeah.
Torres Strait.
I can see.
So.
Yeah. Cool.
So as for all the regular displays, this is actually one of my favourite displays in the museum. Only because I'm an animal lover myself. I am fascinated by our wildlife here in Australia and fascinated by Australian history and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how it works, but they got this projector up here, and when you step on the projection, it's very sensitive. But like, it senses when you walk in it.
And it even looks like it's got waves
Yeah.
coming in as well.
Again, this would be another animation program, a much simpler one, but it still works pretty well.
This is the kind of stuff we need to do for Cinetorium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Favourite animal.
What you looking at, mate? 20 frogmouth.
Yeah, 20 frogmouth. It's a bowerbird down there.
Tree kangaroo. I think it was this one or this one or this one.
I think
species
both.
That's oh, they're both tree kangaroos.
Yeah, yeah.
What I'm saying is I'm trying to remember which species I saw at Dreamworld.
Okay. Let's see.
And the handlers are feeding it.
Right.
Yeah, so when I was designing my original theme park idea, it was called Magpie Gully. I used to come in here a lot, particularly, like, at the time, this exhibit was actually downstairs where the dinosaurs are now. And I used to come in here a lot and, you know, observe all the different animals, displays and whatnot. And, you know, I remember thinking, I'd love to have that animal in my park. I'd love to have this animal in my park. And, yeah, happy
Nice.
times.
So this is supposed to be an Australian bustard, but it looks to me a lot like a curlew. A curlew's only like half the size of this, but I hear them always like singing and like wailing outside my bedroom window at night. It's a very calming sound, and I suggest you should look it up if you're curious. But it's a really unique bird sound, and it's pretty relaxing. It's pretty cool. These are the ones that I hear singing outside my bedroom window every night. But it's nice.
It's so adorable.
Yeah, they are. And there's one of its.
I've never seen one in the wild until very recently, and now that I hang around Brisbane a lot, I do tend to see them a lot,
Yeah.
especially around New Farm.
Yeah, I actually never knew about these birds until a few years ago. I never noticed them before. But their call is very unique, very relaxing. This is the most impressive Australian bird of all, the wedge-tailed eagle. I've never seen one in the wild, and that's probably a good thing because look how massive they are. Yeah.
I'm really good friends with the eagle at Dreamworld.
Goldie.
Goldie. Her name is Goldie. Whenever I go to Dreamworld, I can't go past without saying a quick hello. G'day.
Yeah.
G'day. Sometimes she talks back, sometimes she just looks at you. But
Yeah.
she's really adorable. You can see she's getting old because, you know, her feathers are starting to pluck on her head and going grey and whatnot. But yeah, she's been there since 2000, so she's getting on.
But yeah, they are a very, very impressive species of bird.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about it.
Okay. Yeah, Jason was trying to refill his go card, but it was being finicky.
Yeah.
And like the language changed for some reason, and he didn't even push the language button. Yeah.
I don't know. Somehow I managed, instead of pressing the language button, I'll do that again.
Yeah.
I don't know what just happened. Somehow I was just trying to put some money in my go card so I could get home on the bus, and for some reason instead of putting the add value button, pressing the add value button, I somehow managed to press the language button, and the whole thing changed into some language I couldn't understand. Anyway, Will helped me out with it. But yeah, that was quite an interesting experience because I never used those machines before. I usually go to the post office or the train station.
So yeah, we finished it. We just came out of the animation exhibit, and it was really fun. It was very informative. It's basically the closest thing that we're going to get to having a Disneyland over in Australia.
For now, anyway.
Yeah, for now. But it's it was a very fun and educational exhibit, and I'm really impressed of how much the my local museum were able to get all the stuff right. So
Yeah. I mean, seeing like all the plans and stuff for the multi-plane camera. I mean, I'm so fascinated with that because like you think about, we're talking 1920s, 1930s when that was invented, and you know, this was state-of-the-art technology. Nothing like it had never existed before. So that's the kind of things that really fascinated me about Walt Disney. Like, he was really much ahead of his time with technology and
yeah,
whatnot. Yeah.
But anyway, we had fun, and we hope you did too. So thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So anyway, I just got back from the museum with Jason, and my opinion of the Magic of Animation exhibit at the Brisbane Museum. It's really, really good. If you live in Brisbane, near Brisbane, this is definitely worth seeing if you like Disney, if you like animation, you like history of Disney, because this exhibit was really extensive and really well researched of just like the origins of Disney, like all the different interesting facts and trivia about the popular Disney animated movies throughout the decades, and there was quite a lot there. It wasn't like small. It was really satisfying for the size that they put it in, and there were very many really good pieces of like artwork and animation that were on display. Things that probably not even maybe the most well-versed Disney fan has seen before, but overall it was enjoyable for what it was, and it's basically the closest thing that we have to any Disney like theme parks or anything related to Disney. I can't really think of any other Disney like museums or like shrine places in Australia apart from here. So it is definitely worth your time. It's one of the best Queensland Museum exhibits I've seen in a while, and overall I highly recommend it. Me and Jason had fun, and I hope that if you live near Brisbane, you'll have fun too if you give this place a try. But anyway, that's another vlog from me. I'm thinking about doing a vlog of the Brisbane River Fire on the 3rd of September, and I will vlog the opening of SeaWorld's Leviathan roller coaster when it opens. They say it's going to open on the 3rd of September, but I have a feeling it's not going to be that date. It's going to be a little bit later, maybe a few more weeks down the track. But anyway, thanks for watching as always, and take care.